Hello and welcome to Sunday's video. My name is Gail Moffat and I am in this unusual position where I am able to speak to God and many of the people from the Bible era, which is quite extraordinary, I think. Anyway, God is standing by, and so if you want to be always kept abreast and be informed of what he's saying, then don't forget to subscribe and press the bell so that you can always be up to date with what he's saying. Anyway, let's go to God. He is saying to me, he says that he's very happy to be here today and he's very excited. He says that he's got a lot of work to do at the moment, and he says that he's a very busy God because he says that there are some inflammatory problems in the world that need to be addressed. And this is why he has been slightly absent from Gail at times. And he says that these inflammatory problems, he says, he feels has been sort of pressed down, or almost, I get the feeling of put a lid on it. And he's saying to me that he is glad to announce that he has satisfied himself that everything is being done efficiently, and so that he can be back more present with Gail, because he knows that Gail is anxious when he isn't around. And he says that he has been thinking about today's video, and he feels that the important matter to discuss is the future of mankind. And he says that throughout the videos he has spoken a lot about the future of mankind and with different aspects, but this is a different way of thinking that he wishes to talk about. And he is saying that when mankind realise that there is a different way of living, he feels that this will be his opportunity to be more present in the minds of many. And so what he's saying is as Gail can communicate with him, so will you. And he's saying that there will be many people that he chooses to come forward as they reach their pinnacle of evolvement. And each time somebody reaches that position, he will be looking to come forward and congratulate them on their successful lives so far. He feels that the ultimate goal is the evolvement of mankind, and without that goal in mind, none of this would be happening, none of this would be taking place. And he says that with all the work that we do in our world, in my world, he says that there are many things that are done behind the scenes, and many things that will happen as a result of a need to help somebody navigate them back on the path, or navigate them to where they're supposed to be. And he says that because we do have an agenda, we do have a wish for each one of you that you succeed in your life, that you come to a point where you have a deeper understanding of life. But it's not just that understanding. He says that it is also important that people have love in their hearts, and that ultimate evolvement is from their heart. It has to come from their heart. And when someone reaches that pinnacle of doing everything from the heart, then I know that they have reached that position of love and sincerity, which I wish for all of you. There are many considerations and thoughts that take place in my world, and these considerations are sometimes about people's lives. We discuss how you are doing and what we can do to improve your life, and these discussions are going on all of the time. And he would like to include people in these discussions that when they are being spoken about themselves. And again, this will happen when we have reached that point, that pinnacle of evolvement. And he feels that we are on the edge, we are on the cusp, and some people are already there, but for some there is still a way to go. But once every person has reached that point, then these changes will start to take place in the minds of that individual. He wants to talk about some of his favourite people in heaven, and he's particularly talking about Jesus and Mary, and he says that they are committed all the time to help mankind, and he always seeks out their advice and seeks out their opinion as to what we can do to improve matters and how can we help this person or that person. And he says that he always marvels at their wisdom and the opinions that they have. He feels are very wise, and he's really grateful for them helping mankind in what we consider to be our most important job and our most important role. Once people have reached this point of evolvement and the world is a different place, at each stage of evolvement, he is bringing in changes to mankind, and his ultimate goal is that man will be able to come from his world to your world and back again with ease. And so there is no barrier between the two worlds, and he feels that that would be the ultimate that he requires of man, because he realizes that for some people they prefer a worldly life, and for others they prefer heavenly life. But he feels that people should be given the choice to visit, and just like you would visit one of your friends or your relatives, he feels that people should be able to visit and visit in a way that is with ease, that people can expect their visitation or have it organised and prepared. And he thinks that is going to be his ultimate goal, but that will take place only when man has reached that ultimate position of evolvement, and that freedom to travel between the two worlds will be given. He wishes to pray. It is my wish always that man evolves to a greater level. I, of course, put everything in place to help mankind. I give them everything that they need to explore their world and to explore their lives, and to hopefully come back to my world agreeable that they can understand life in a different way. It is my wish, with my work with Gail, that we also put in place so much to help mankind and show mankind that there is a different way to live. And that way to live can only be from the heart, for the heart is the most important part of our being. He thanks you for all watching and says Amen. I have known, so this is Gail speaking, I have known for some time that it is all about our growth as an individual and our growth as a society. And I feel that we have come a long way. I was reading the Bible today, and there was a bit of war here and a bit of scuffle there, and and these are the things that, you know, God doesn't want for us. He wants us to be more loving, and I think that we are that close. I know it because God always tells me that we are that close. And so I hope that with the work that I'm doing with God, that it plays a little role in helping. If it helps just one person, then that's a good thing. But thank you for watching, and see you on Tuesday with Saint Sebastian and his healing talks. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to watch if you want to watch the online mass that I do with God, don't forget, I'll put the links down below, and it's always on at 4 o'clock UK time, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and 11 o'clock Eastern time, and the times in between. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you at the Mass where God speaks. It's interesting because we did the first one last week, and it was done with a little bit of a different sort of emphasis than what we do on the videos. So it may be worth coming to watch and see what they have to say. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.